Buenos dias and good morning, senor, senora, and senorita. This message comes to you from the heart of dawn as I travel at warp speed toward the dawn of humanity. So, how is this? Where's that line between doing everything you possibly can and then surrendering and letting go? And it has been a struggle for me. It really has. You know, it was brought to my attention in my infinite awareness here about 3 or 4 days ago, and I was reminded of two different events that were diametrically opposed but highly spiritual in nature. So one of them was 1 week on Tuesday. 3 things like just naturally happened. I had nothing to do with them whatsoever. There was one event after the other, or one person, like this and this and this. And then the next was on Thursday. There was 4 of those happen. And it was the same thing. I had nothing to do with any one of those 4. And most days, just so you know, I don't plan my day. I don't have a day planner. I don't. Start out and there we have it. Yeah. Now, every once in a while, I know, like if I'm going to work with a client or something like that. But for the most part, 95% of the time, I'm just going with the flow. Going with life. So on the Thursday, 4 of those happened. Wow. That's impressive. I had nothing to do with any one of those 4. Then on Saturday, there was 7. 7. There were one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. I had nothing to do with any of them. So that's 14 unexpected, unplanned, nothing to do with events, and they were all like just so effortless and fluid, and it would be just like you were in a boat and the waves were lapping up against the hull and you were just enjoying this. It's like, oh, okay, a little rocky here, very good, makes it exciting. And then the on the other side, I've changed the weather, or the weather, the tides, forest fires, hurricanes, 65 times. 65 times I've done that. And 5 of my top ones, I gave the weather the command to do exactly what I told it to do. And I gave it the time to do it. And in all 5 times, it all happened within a millisecond of my command. So I said either, don't you dare, or you do this. And all 5 times they did exactly what I said, exactly the way I said it, as soon as I said it. Now what's the difference between those 2? What is that? What is that? And then there's the, what about just surrendering and letting go? And once again, that has never been my cup of tea. Usually, you know, I was known for being a workaholic. Give me a job, I'll get her done. It'll be done in a very, very, very fast time. Yeah. And it'll be done next to perfect, if not perfect. And so I had that work ethic. So how do I do these things? How do I, you know, and here we have this project that's massive, shifting humanity's consciousness. You know, when have I done enough? When if it's time to surrender and let go? When it's time to let the divine take over? And imagine letting the divine take over and there was something I was supposed to do and didn't do it. Like all of these things. All of these things. Anyway, it's a balancing act for sure. Now, one of the things that I know is that I start to get stressed when I'm starting to control, when I'm starting to force, when I'm trying to make something happen. Trying to make something happen in a short window of time. Now, I've done that, and, you know, just, okay, come on, quit your messing around, let's get going here. Now, I've done that many times, but I'm talking about, you know, that, have I done enough? Have I done all of my pieces? Have I made that call? Have I reached out to this person? Have I done this? Have I done that? And so anyway, it's pretty exciting to know what we are doing right now, and I'm an instrument. I do whatever you can to be used as an instrument, and I follow. That's why it's important for me to spend my, you know, a couple hours or more in an infinite awareness state, especially in the morning before the day starts, before I even interact with anyone. Yeah. I won't let anyone talk to me. You know, I just, this quiet, this silent, and just connected to the all. And then just things just flow. So, and then when I get tense and tired and anxious, that's when I know I'm controlling. And so I had this big picture, and I'll share more as soon as we get all of the pieces, which we anticipate might be as early as tomorrow. Really, yeah, as early as tomorrow. And the whole, my vision of shifting humanity's consciousness, and it was like walking through liquid lead. Yeah, it was so slow and exhausting. And then all of a sudden in the last 2 weeks, big things just started to happen. They just, oh my goodness. And so it's all starting to happen right now. They're all coming into place. It's almost like, okay, Don, you set the time, you set the date, and away we go. And people are coming together, and we anticipate having that date at that time by tomorrow, and there will be a massive marketing campaign to have the largest event ever on planet Earth. Yes, this year. Yep. Think about that. The largest event ever held on the planet. It will make Woodstock and Live Aid and the Trans-Siberian Arts. It'll make it look so small in comparison. Yeah, that's what's happening. So energetically, it's all taken form. It really is. So there you have it. My surrendering and letting go. My trying to control, trying to make things happen. And my just trusting in the unknown. Trusting in the uncertainty. Trusting in the unfamiliar as we play in that pool of everything's new. Everything's new. Like everything is new. How amazing is that? Yes, all my ideas, how we're going to do it, what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, what's it going to look like, and getting those 8,000, the 8,000. And I trust you're one of those 8,000 in that room on that particular day, and raise your consciousness from 200 or whatever to over 700. Yes, and that 8,000, that particular 8,000, that would be so open and so receptive, like the soul energy, that you come in with complete surrender, complete saying goodbye to the old system, the old program. It was like evaluating. It didn't work. I'm on all these drugs. I got all these physical symptoms. None of it's worked. I'm letting it all go. I'm surrendering, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get out of this pain I'm in. Yes, that soul did that. She did. And she completely surrendered to this process. And she had 100% of the results. She hadn't had a glitch in 4.5 months. Her 3 children transformed by her transforming. She stopped all medications, went to vitamins. Yes, all the pain in her body left instantly. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That raising the their consciousness from 210 to 700. That happened in a group process over 2 hours. There was 20 in that group. I think it might have been 3 hours at that time. Yes. How crazy is that? So we need 8,000 in that room. We'll be mentioning the date and the time tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So you want to know more? Go to transformwithdonn.com. That's Dawn with 2 N's. You're going to find out all the latest of what's happening for us and with us. Major things. Absolutely major things about to transpire on the planet. Be a part of it. Yes. Take care. Bye for now. This is Dawn. This message comes to you from the heart of Dawn.